Welcome to the EPA series, a journey into your Evo potential analysis. I'm Annalisa, inner alchemist, and in this space, we will explore the hidden layers of how you think, choose, and act so you can lead your life and business with clarity, not chaos. This isn't about fixing who you are, it's about revealing your design so that everything begins to work better for you. Let's begin. Ciao, and welcome back. In this episode, we're stepping into delicate and powerful territory. Today, we're talking about self motivation, or as I've come to see it, the inner flame. This isn't about hype. This isn't about dopamine hacks. This is about the deep emotional permission to believe in yourself again. Self motivation is not willpower, it's not energy. It's not how many tasks you check off during your day. It's your capacity to stay in relationship with your potential, especially when things feel hard, uncertain, or slow. It's that pilot light of your soul. And sometimes that light goes out. In the Evo potential analysis, self-motivation is the trait that measures your inner belief that your goals are achievable, that measures your trust in your ability to succeed, your willingness to hold onto your purpose even after setbacks. This trait doesn't care how busy you are. It asks, do you still believe in yourself? Because when self-motivation is strong, you don't just dream, you believe that your dream is possible. You hold it with care like a candle in the dark. And when it's low, well, you stop reaching. You stop starting. And not because you don't care, but because a quiet part of you whispers, I don't think I can do it. Low self-motivation is usually not about laziness. It's about disappointment. It's the emotional scar tissue left behind by failures, rejections, and systems that made you feel like your best just wasn't enough. Sometimes people with low self-motivation were told directly or indirectly that their efforts don't matter, that it's safer to just keep expectations low, that wanting too much is selfish, unrealistic, childish. And so what do? They protect themselves from pain by not even trying. They disconnect from their desire. They feel unworthy of investing in their own vision. And they might start things with a spark, but then self-sabotage. They drop it or disappear before life has a chance to disappoint them again. It's like the phoenix inside them tried to rise, but remembered the last time it burned. So it stopped in its tracks. If this is you, if you've been living with that deep, tired ache of what's the point? I want to tell you something. Your flame is not gone. It may be small, it may be flickering, but it's still alive. If you're listening to this, something in you still believes or wants to believe, and that is enough. Self-motivation can be rebuilt. Just like trust, just like faith, it starts with very small yeses. Now imagine this. You wake up and remember your why, not just intellectually, but viscerally, in your gut, in your heart. You can feel what you are working towards. You hold it like a glowing amber in your hands. And you know that there will be obstacles, but you trust that you will respond. You don't wait for perfect conditions. You start because your soul is in agreement with your actions. You are perfectly aligned. You surround yourself with people who uplift you. You measure your progress not in applause, but in alignment. That's the gift of strong self-motivation. It doesn't make life easier, it makes it more meaningful. It restores your ability to walk through the fire and rise from it like a phoenix. Let's look at it from the spiritual perspective, shall we? To me, self-motivation is the part of you that remembers you were born to create, to live, to serve, to build, to contribute. It's not always loud. Sometimes it's the softest whisper in the room, but it's sacred. Because to believe in yourself again after failure, shame, loss, disappointment is one of the holiest acts of courage that I know. It's not ego, it's remembrance. It's us listening to our most divine self saying, yes, I've been through a lot, but I still believe I'm meant for something meaningful. So here is how we start rebuilding self-motivation with extreme self-kindness. First, track your small wins, every single one. Write down when you showed up, when you rested with the intention, when you did something hard, when you said no, a good no. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you feed the flame. Second, stay close to people and spaces that remind you of what's possible. Voices that inspire you, conversations that lift you, teachers that see you. And finally, set short-term, soul-aligned goals that are real, meaningful, measurable. Not to impress others, but to rebuild trust in yourself. Every step is a vote for the version of you who wants to rise. If this episode touched something deep in you, if you felt recognized in any way, let me know what you would like to explore further or dive into. And we will get into it together. Drop me a like and a follow. This helps me a lot. And next time, in the next episode, we'll explore self-discipline, that amazing divine trait that will set you up for success. But until then, ti abbraccio. And remember, your flame is sacred and it is time to rise.